Say hello to Roland, the cruise manager on board AMAWATERWAYS, AmaDolce. Now Roland, been on the ship a week.
Yes.
You have been pretty much engineering all of our pickups, drop-offs, everything that we do on board this ship.
That's right, yeah.
What is it that is your primary role for the guests?
Well, the primary role for the guest basically is running the scene, making sure that the logistics are running smooth, trying to make the best out of the people's experience, out of the vacation. So it's sharing your knowledge, sharing experiences, trying to plan ahead if you would like to go to restaurants or special places.
I'll give you a great example. Last night we got into a port, we wanted to get off the ship, try a restaurant. You arranged a taxi.
That's right.
Taxi picked me up, took me to the restaurant. People knew I was already coming, which I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
And the only downside, they didn't speak English,
Yeah,
which was cool. It was part of the experience.
The experience.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So what other things do you find that people take away from river cruising just in general when they come on a vessel like this?
Yeah, people, they have different expectations for river cruising, but finally when they realize that actually the scenery, the history and everything is just coming to you right in the moment, just by sitting in the lounge, enjoying the service of the crew, and the scenery comes to you without doing anything. So you don't have to go somewhere, you don't have to go somewhere else or back, you just sit and everything comes to you.
And we passed a number of castles. Let me tell you, this guy is full of knowledge, and I think a lot of the cruise managers that go on the river are very knowledgeable. So as we sailed down, was it the Rhine Gorge?
Yeah, it was the Rhine Gorge, yeah.
We saw castle after castle, and this guy knows his history. So I recommend this guy if you're taking a river cruise on AMAWATERWAYS. But again, you're the first cruise manager on AMAWATERWAYS.
That's right indeed, yeah.
I've experienced, and I'll tell you what, this guy's a winner. Now, what are we going to do next? I think we're going to head off to the hotel manager.
That's right, yeah.
And which is interesting, a hotel manager on board a river vessel because he takes care of the rooms, the restaurant,
Yeah, it's the hotel
onboard
department, yeah.
the onboard experience. Let's go.
Okay.
This is Miklos. His title is hotel manager, and hotel manager on board a river cruise boat. What exactly does that mean for the guest?
As a hotel manager, I'm in charge actually for the entire service on board. I'm the one who is dealing with the food and beverage management. I'm in charge for the cabins, and I try to support as far as I can the cruise director who is in charge for the excursions and the guest service.
All right, so restaurants, bars,
Cabins.
your cabin, pretty much the entire experience on board.
Exactly.
So even though the captain's driving the ship, you're really driving the experience for a lot of the folks that come on board here until they get off the ship. And
Exactly,
typically,
I'm in charge for them. Right.
okay. So what are some of the things that you do above and beyond for the guests? Because many of the guests said to me during this week that they love the crew because the crew is always there, always seems to be ahead of the game and doing things for them no matter what they ask.
I think the most difficult and the most important part of my job is, to keep the crew together and to make sure that they are happy. If the crew is happy, they make the passengers happy. And we have 6-7 different nationalities on board, so it's not always easy,
To blend it all.
To keep them together and to make sure that they do a really good job and they act professional.
All right, well, thank you very much for a great week on board. It's been fabulous. I think we're going to take off now and check out the captain who keeps us safe and gets us to our ports on time. This is Captain George, and Captain, you're from Romania, correct?
Yes, I'm from Romania.
So what is the history of people like you getting into the business of sailing ships? I mean, from Romania? Is it?
In Romania, we have the largest river in Europe, the Danube. And nobody from my family has something to do with navigation, but I want to be a sailor since I was a small child. So
Looking out at the river, you always wanted to be.
I was born next to the river, so I tried to be a sailor when I was a young boy. And after I finished the school, I went to the Marine School, and from the Marine School, I went to the Navy. So here I am.
And you graduated to.
And I graduated, and
sailing this beautiful, beautiful vessel.
And I'm very happy to be where I am, sailing beautiful vessels.
Absolutely.
Like this. They're actually the high-tech 21st century ships.
Right. No, it's a fantastic ship. It's interesting because the way, if you look at the geography of the rivers in Europe, especially the Mosel, which we just passed on, it's one S-turn after another. Now, do these things have autopilot, or how do you sail these ships?
No. They don't have automatic pilot. They are manual sailing, I mean, we cannot use the automatic pilot on the rivers because, like you said, they are like this.
Non-stop.
And yeah, you have to pay attention for the river. If you have low water, you have high water, and they are also very much on the river. There are a lot of ships, big ships, small ships.
A ton of traffic. I see a lot of barge traffic, a lot of transporting of different materials.
Mosul, it's a very busy river. It's a small river, but it's a very busy one.
So even today, the reason we see all these communities set along the river, because that was where goods were transported and how things got to market. And even today, it seems like the rivers of Europe are the lifeblood of Europe.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, and this man is going to take you through that lifeblood of Europe and bring you to these villages, in this case on board the beautiful AmaDolce.